hello, hello. Yeah, we're live. We're live, boys. All right. Yeah, we're live. So, to recap, things that we've learned. The coronavirus is just SARS. That's something that we learned. What else did we learn? That's all we learned. No, actually, if you look behind me, you see that? I went to the supermarket and I bought 2 weeks of food. Yo. Because I did some models this morning. I mean, like really dumb stuff. I kind of just like did this and woke up. So this is the month of April, and this is, my model is very, very crude, but this is the number of people infected in America at the current rate. So as you can see, around like April 15th, well, so I did this math and then I'm like, damn, I should go to the supermarket. So I went to the supermarket because for this part of the curve, you're going to want to keep your doors locked and you're going to want to have a good source of food and water. Here's when the M16s come out. You know the M16s we always talk about? What's this one? Let's see this link. But does this let you do any, like, I haven't found, is there a good website that lets you do, like, projection? Oh, look, we stopped the coronavirus in its tracks. There's plague.com, too. Doesn't look like a curve. It's just New York. Okay, that's the first day it looks like it's leveling off, but, you know, that can all be very, very suspicious. George, you look Jewish. We need you on your team. I am circumcised, and I do hear that that's the most painful part of... Countries are already hitting the max carrying capacity? Okay, well, that's very optimistic of you. I think Italy is the highest at 0.1. Yeah, if we look at the US, that sure looks like an exponential curve to me. Can I zoom in on that? You know, we really try to stay away from news, and we try to only focus on data. I downloaded this data from plague.com. So this is just, this is the data as graphed on days of March. 0 is actually the last day of February. So if you look at that, I mean, you could say like, okay, that doesn't look like a curve, but now put the log on that. And, I mean, that fits pretty well, guys. Information is beautiful. These are nice graphs. No, but what I really want to see is projections. Are there any good websites that have projections? Yo, look into MSM and how it inhibits... What's this? Is this part of coronavirus? Let's check my docs here. I don't have any NLRP. I'm confused by this, but yeah, no, I just downloaded this from plague.com, and this is just the the number of confirmed cases in the United States. If you guys haven't seen plague.com, this is a good way to watch this. Oh my God, it's even higher now. 33, yeah, 43.6. Fits the curve perfectly. See, that's the real exponential there. He's like 30, 32. I'm 30. I mean, the interesting thing, so hospitalizations versus age. I wish I could just filter out every news story. This doesn't tell me what I want. %12 have been hospitalized. But it doesn't matter that much what age you are, right? For whether you get hospitalized. The ICU, it starts to matter a lot more. If you're older, you're a lot more likely to end up in the ICU, and you're a lot more likely to die. Instead of benchmarking Singapore, well, I mean, those countries have really, I don't know what Singapore did specifically, but South Korea took, well, not quite China's approach, but, you know, they tracked people's cell phones. I mean, they enabled the Batman device. Like, it's probably worth it. If our government was that confident, yeah, maybe. Patient medical data. How can it be possible that China all of a sudden didn't report new cases? Let me show you why China didn't report new cases. Here's my theory about that. I don't think... Slate. If you guys don't read Slate Star Codex, I love this website. Scott Alexander's a genius. Returning home with your disease will not make your planned parents pleased. Infecting mom and dad proves you have no conscience. Those who don't report their fever are class enemies hiding among the people. Save pennies not wearing a mask. Spend a fortune getting treatment on your sickbed. A surgical mask or a breathing tube. It's your call. Right? So, I mean, yeah, China has no new cases. Oh, this is a nice data set. Sign in my Wolfram ID. Oh, sequence available. Whoa. Wired noise. We speak English in this channel. I'm going to refresh Twitch so I can see the viewer count. 321. All right, cool. I think it's time to get started for today. First, we need some tea. I like Gwen as well. Oh, the CSV for that data is at the bottom of the page. Perfect. Just something good to grab for later. You never know when you're going to need data. Well, I mean, yeah, it's, more people have died than 9/11. 9/11 was an attack on U.S. soil, though, and I think that's why, it's so. Lives in Wuhan. Oh, so little data. Nah. China was not behind the attack, guys. Though, I mean, it's interesting thinking about China originally really downplayed this. And then they did like a complete 180 from downplaying it to, those propaganda posters. I mean, I think this is what you get if you actually get a smart government that cares most of all about economic growth. And this isn't necessarily the wrong choice. People in America are always like, but you got to think of the people's lives, the economy be damned. I mean, if we're using the excess economy growth for, bullshit, maybe this is true, but the standard of living in China has risen so rapidly. China has pulled more people out of global poverty in the last 30 years through their economic growth than any other country. China was 30 years ago. Let's see, maybe 40 years ago, right? 40 years ago, Shenzhen was a fishing village. Now Shenzhen is a 20 million person crazy city with some of the sickest malls and you say India up next. I've never been to India, and maybe I'll change my mind if I go. But I'll believe it when I see it. What can someone that lost their job do online to make money? I don't know, bro. Capitalist utopia and communist dream state? Who thinks a communist state is a dream state? I don't know what kind of dreams you're having. All right, let's get back to work. So here's a SARS-CoV-2 NCBI. I found that other, remember that thing that I lost? I found it again. This here. Down here. So these are those this is what we're looking at. This is the coronavirus. I mean, it's nice because this one breaks down ORF1AB. Anarcho-communism. Yo, I went on a date once, and this girl told me she's an anarchist. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I went back to my car, and I got my gun out of the glove compartment, and I put it in her face, and I told her, you're my slave. And this worked, for about 2 minutes, until the bartender pulls out his shotgun. He's like, you know what? You guys are both my slaves. And this worked for about 10 minutes until the army showed up outside with some tanks, pointed them at the bar and said, you are all my slaves. And then we're kind of back to, where we started. So that's what I think of anarchy. Yeah, the military. Oh, COVID-GitHub.io has projections. So, Sizo, thank you for subscribing. No, the girl's kind of weird. She brought her dog to the bar. Oh, projections. Now we're talking. Wait, can I project further? Wait, but I want to go further. Can I not go further? How do I project further? By the way, yeah, for the last couple weeks, it's been very logarithmic. What do I think about how Italy is handling this story? And you guys kept asking me the question, like, when is this all going to be over? When is this all going to be over? And I was just like, I don't know. You know, when I started these streams, I didn't take coronavirus very seriously. And now that I've learned that, well, it's, you know, SARS, I've taken it a little bit more seriously. Is there any way to go further with the projection? This is probably open source. Just fuck it. No. Is the source of this somewhere? How do I go out further with this? Ah, there we go, May. And then, can I predict more? This is the source code? Small for you guys. Go with a local dash app. Some social shaming for 10 viz responsibly. What kind of biased ass science is this? What, the people can't handle the truth? Probably all cool things to learn about. There's so many like incredible Python packages out there now. Stats models. Oh. I don't know why my donation never showed up. Did it not go? I didn't check, but I don't think the wallet I have on my phone supports SegWit addresses. It's the Bitcoin Cash wallet. And I have the private key. I have the private key. You're like, oh, let's steal his crypto. I got like $600. Social blocks has been extended in the Netherlands. Yeah, the $20 is probably gone. All right. is this doing? Historical replay? We're getting distracted. I promise we'll get to the reverse engineering in a little bit. What is this doing? Oh, Python package for molecular dynamics simulations. Now we're talking. mdanalysis.org. That is where we were going to go. Well, actually, I just Googled it and found it. We did say we were going to try some molecular dynamics today. We'll let that run for a bit. Maybe it'll eventually do something. All right. Don't ask me how I studied to code. Don't ask me about why you got banned from Discord. S rule, I will say this. The people that you know with flu symptoms probably have the flu. The flu affects millions of people every year. The flu didn't stop just because there's coronavirus. You know, the amount of people who are a little bit sick now and probably are like, I'm sure I have the coronavirus. I'm sure I have it. Well, I mean, do you? I have Zeesh because it came with the Mac. I'm going to turn the lights on. Alright guys, let me show you what you bought. I got prepper stuff today. Check out what's in these bags. Check out what's in these bags, you know? Good thing no one knows where I live. In a couple weeks, everyone's gonna be trying to rob me of these potatoes, man. Oh, you know what? I could really go for some shells of white cheddar macaroni and cheese right now. Oh, this looks sick, right? Alright, we're just gonna cook this up. Who's knows it, Faru? Yeah, no, I'm ready for the M16, man. Testing my lockout. We're good. Alright, I don't know what this is doing. I can use the potato skins as TP. I have no idea why people are buying. I bought 2 weeks of food. And I'm gonna start eating it now. What is this thing doing? Why is this terrible? Fit on window. Oh, it's like doing the predictions of all of them. Should we spend time trying to make this work? Get all data. Oh, exec full modeling. Wow, these people went really overboard with like this. this model seems way too complicated. It seems like it just runs too slowly. When like just fitting a line to the log would probably be pretty good. Totally break if I do this. No, okay. Make figures. Do you guys want to see me do this, or do you want to get back to reverse engineering? You guys can vote in the comments. What does yes mean? Oh no, what? Reverse, yes isn't doing what I'm doing. I don't know, the vote seems 50-50. Or should we make macaroni and cheese? Now we're talking. Let's cook up some macaroni and cheese. Making the macaroni and cheese in a pot. Yeah. Cooking it up. I think we need more water. That's a good amount of water. Did that thing run? Sweet, it ran. Oh, sweet. Okay, United States. Where did they get this number from that like didn't go up that day? Okay. We're gonna spend a few minutes trying to fix this, and if we can't fix it, we can't fix it. We just want a model for the United States that extends past. Download the data, we only model the active cases. Wow. Wow. Does that work? When will coronavirus 2 come out? Well, this is already V2, actually. You know, they used to have a name for it. It used to be called SARS. But I think they figured, you know, I set it to none. So this is SARS V2. Does this have the predictions, or does it need that stuff that I commented out? Sweet, it has predictions. go into modeling. Plotter prediction. Don't show predictions more than 10 days ago. How do I make the prediction longer? Herd immunity is like the biggest crowdsource. Maybe this is it? Yeah, prediction dates. Let's do plus 30 there. Let's see what we get. This didn't actually work at all. Still is calling historical replay. First with ramp windows. So that thing that was actually taking forever to run, I think it was running on every country, and that's why it was taking so long. But we, of course, only care about America. So if we could just make it work for America, I'm happy. I don't get it. Oh, this is stupid. It already writes the stuff there. I don't know if it rewrites it again, but... Oh, so Australia. No, we only do America here. You can follow my instructions. You can do it for Australia. If we want to know. If we want to know when is the shit hits the fan date. Is this irresponsible graph making? What? Uh-oh. Yeah, so I think there's a problem. I think we can't even see it. Gotta go to log. Can we see it? I don't know. What happened? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Oh, it doesn't automatically scale at some point anymore. Sweet. Okay, so we're here now. Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, we're here right now. And if we continue on the current trajectory, we'll hit 1 million cases in about 2 weeks, and we'll hit 100 million cases about 2 weeks after that. March 23rd. So let's see, April 23rd. Yeah, April 23rd, we now, and this is of course going off of confirmed cases, and it seems like 50% of people don't have symptoms. Yeah. You know, once you look at that graph a bit, and you're like, holy shit, man. Society was nice while it lasted. The 3 blue 1 brown video is very good. I'd bet against the graph. The 3 blue 1 brown video goes into the fact that everything actually is a sigmoid. So you're going to reach some point. So it's interesting also that we have the social isolation, and we don't see this at all. We don't see it reflected anywhere, which is probably because it's too soon to see it, because of the incubation period. Who's getting arrested for spreading rumors? Oh yeah, well that was in China. This is America. You can say whatever you want. AdPollo predicts humanity's wipeout. No, we're not. We're not reverse engineering yet. We're just extrapolating out. So we'll see. I think the population with the highest penetration right now is Italy's, and it's at 0.1%. 0.1% of America would be 300,000 people. So yeah, you know what? If we hit 1 million people by April 5th, everybody run for shelter. Don't run for shelter. Calmly walk and shelter in place for the next 2 weeks. Can we see the Italy graph? Yeah, I think it should work. Huh. So some of Italy's effects appear to have been working. I mean, yeah, the United States will pass Italy at some point. Also, it says it's just active cases. I mean, the United States will obviously pass Italy at some point because Italy has 60 million people and we have 300. I mean, the question really is, what percent of the population gets this disease? I think the best way to estimate this, what percent of the Golden Princess cruise ship number of cases? Diamond Princess. Can I get real data that's not news? Can someone find the cruise ship data? I mean, yeah, the cruise ships recycle the air, but you know, we're kind of all on a cruise ship, right? Yo, it must have been terrible, man. You get free Carnival cruises for life or something. Check the SIR model analysis of SARS. Yeah, I'll check this out. Huh. Oh, this one rarely returns news sites. Sweet. DuckDuckGo returns news sites as well, which is kind of upsetting. Okay, but God, this is, whenever I look at these decentralized projects, it's like, this is terrible. This is terrible. I don't want to have to pick one of these. I don't know what any of these things stand for. Why don't you start with that? I get that it respects my privacy and all. I don't care. Anybody who wants can see my searches. The only thing is I don't want shitty news. Diamond Princess. Number of COVID cases. Great. Oh yeah, cruise ships. This is a table from the CDC, okay. Ah, yeah, this is nice. Oh, look, they did a good job. This link, is it fake or is it really live? We can, yeah, I have seen the New York Times one. What do you mean, is it fake? No, it's not fake. What do you think is fake? Okay. So the Diamond Princess cruise ship had 30. I mean, this is simple math now. Let's just look at percentages, right? So assume that like the cruise ship fully circulated the air, and there were 711 cases, and I've heard that half of them were asymptomatic. Oh god! Of course, we want Python 3. Okay, so 20%. So about, if we assume that they're not testing people without symptoms, then 10% of people look like they're going to get the disease, assuming that this stuff doesn't work. So 10% of America is 30 million. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think the noise thing had anything to do with me yesterday. There's people upstairs banging shit. So 300K dead. If you're going with a 10% mortality, which seems high, not 300K with the virus. It seems like 3 million with the virus. Well, so 6 million with, no, 60 million with the virus. 30 million that show symptoms. And then of those, seems like 5%. Death rate's about 5% if you're going off of SARS. So it's like 1 million people. Bro, I don't think the Holocaust was fake. Shells ready? I think they're pretty ready. A little crunchy. We're gonna put on a lovely song, and then we're gonna get to reverse engineer. Who remembers listening to music? You don't like the music billion bitcoins? Well, you know, good thing this stream's not a democracy. What did Jan LeCun have to say? Everyone should switch to PyTorch. Yeah. That seems right. So basically, yeah, I mean, this year just, everyone's, yeah, sometimes I let the people vote so they think it's a democracy. I kind of like bright eyes, is that right? No, I think Jonathan's right, but exactly, it's like a real democracy. Knows for attitude, understands what's up. Point of no return, you mean immortal technique? If you guys really want to mindfuck, dance with the devil. Alright, let's get back into this with a little bit of just improving our documentation. And then, so for reference, the issues that we're working on, you can find them here in the README. Oh, actually, throw some updates. So we have two open questions. How is ORF1AB cleaved into polypeptides? Can we predict this from the sequence? Let's look into that question a bit. And the other question we're going to look into is which protein is the immune system responding to? You think 20% is not right as the upper bound for infection? The CDC have that quite nice graph, right? Like, I mean, it's starting to taper off. I don't know. Maybe the upper bound is a little bit higher. Could someone link Zeus to repo, especially if he subscribes? So 1.5 Americans dead. I think that's a pessimistic. No, it's possible. I think it's pessimistic. And we're gonna see. We're gonna find out in the next few weeks whether the like. No, I think ORF is cleaving. I think we're going to find out in the next couple of weeks how well the social distancing stuff is working out. We're going to get lots of really cool experiments across all the countries. No, and we're not at the forefront of this. Italy right now is at 0.1%. But it is interesting. Someone did link that Italy data saying that it's going down. Is Plague.com open source? Because I would love to submit a pull request to be able to switch this to graph to log mode. Because like you can't see anything unless it's in log mode. We have my viewer. Alright, the New York Times one is good. Making my computer lag. Okay. This is making my computer lag. This is cool. I'll check it out later when I'm not streaming. Do I even still have my... I still have this guy up. We can look at Italy. Because Italy actually does appear to be tapering off. Even if we go out further. Well, I mean, yeah, it's really not taking into account the second order effects. And this is also only active cases. So 1% of Italy is 600,000. Yeah, I haven't even talked about case fatality rates. I just don't really know. I mean, it depends on so many factors. You know, when you look at Germany, you're like, how does Germany not have any deaths? I mean, they don't have that many recovered either, so maybe they're just early. Like, they don't seem that much earlier than like Spain, which has like 20x of deaths. But I don't know. Now I'm heavy into speculation realm. We're done with that for now. Stop saying racist stuff. Bench AI. We don't tolerate any racism around here. This is a no racism place. Yeah, Germany doesn't have any deaths. No racism. That's right. That's right. Okay. I don't want to let this turn into a general coronavirus speculation discussion. I will just say I bought 2 weeks of food this morning. I recommend everyone else do the same, because worst case, you'll have lots of macaroni and cheese to eat. If you don't have 2 weeks of food in your house already. It's the kind of thing that I should be more serious about. I mean, I just did the math on calories. All right, well, okay. We can check this out too, since it's not that bad. The first milder outbreak protected against the SARS. I don't know. Backfitting data. Okay. So, the cleaving. I think that the cleaving is happening with these proteinases. Former NSP1. Conserved domains. Papain-like proteinase. There's good stuff on this website. So it's this, responsible for the cleavage located at the N-terminus of the replica polyprotein. So the replicase polyprotein is ORFLA1A and ORFLA1B. Participates together with NSP 4. Let's understand what a pathane is. Oh, I was listening to some sick chiptune before. No. I saw it in Hacker News. I forget what it was called. Yeah, this guy. He just plagiarized chiptunes. Yeah. Let's look into molecular dynamics while we listen to this, because we can't think while we listen to this. I love underwear goes inside the pants. I listened to that in high school. It's the kind of shit that opened my eyes. Joe Guy, thank you for subscribing. Oh, you want a song like Underwear Goes Inside the Pants? Alright, we'll listen to it on stream. I know one other song kind of like it. What's it called? Oh. I can't even think of the guy. Nomads. No, it's an old song. He's a Portland guy. Nomads, and it's a classical piano beat. We're gonna find this now because this is gonna drive me crazy if we don't. Actually, if we go to my YouTube, I liked it so much that I used the song in this. Yeah. Pick Me Apart, yeah. Somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. It was alright. Also, most of it's terrible, but Other Side by Macklemore. The Fences remix. Shit got me into sipping lean, man. You know, I listened to that and I'm like, damn, I want to sip lean. It's a little Bo Burnham-esque, yeah. Alright, that really switched up the vibe hard. To simulate this. This is the analysis, so it must have been. $20,000 atoms, alright. Wait. There was a network error or what? Is my stream online? Alright, we're good. I don't know, my Twitch glitched out. This is the GitHub for plague.com. Oh, you want to add a log graph to this? We could like do them a favor. Did someone already do it? Whoa. This is so cool. Like, I mean, I'd just love to be able to. Is there already a way that I just don't know? I want this on log. All you can do is confirmed daily increase. Yeah, see, so that's the leaf fall there. That's really good. Not America. Why'd they took log mode out? Why did they get rid of log? Does someone want to read the changelog and figure out why they got rid of log? Mr. Sebastian, thank you for subscribing. I know, it used to have China as a separate thing, I remember that. Perhaps an oversight. No, we're not working on the QR now. we're playing with molecular dynamics tools. Also, you see, notice how it's MD analysis is an object-oriented Python library to analyze trajectories from from molecular dynamics simulations. But the question is, okay, now how do I actually trigger a molecular dynamics simulation? Like, what do I use for that? Comes with a number of real trajectories for testing. GROMACS. Groningen machine. It's one of these things that's going to need like huge amounts of computers, like a big cluster. The good news is I have a big cluster. They got rid of log because they're monitoring people visiting the site. That doesn't make sense. Wait, are we back on the hype train? Yo, the hype train's back. Yo, I love the hype train. It made me money yesterday. Does this one have log? Oh, enable log scale. I see, that's much better. And then can I just... All right, things look pretty good for Italy right now. But we're done with this. We're getting distracted. We're only all about that hype train right now. Drogo, thank you. We're at the level 2 hype train. We got 100%. I think we're about to get to the level 3 hype train. Choo choo. All right, well, how-to lecture for MD analysis. All right, let's see. Is it long?
So, hello everyone. Certain time two. And the forces that what I'm talking about. Just on the terabyte scale. All in all, about 12,000. We made the structure sort of picture. It's not an enormously big code base, but it took this as MD8. And if you want to look with
is that? Yo, level 3 hype train. We got 4 minutes to get some more subs. No, we don't get any more noise complaints. It's just someone yelling. I don't know, maybe they'll get noise complaint.
Let's cut details of how anything is actually stored in literature. And implement.
Alright, we're gonna watch this later.
All of this sort of.
It looks like GROMACS is the thing to use. We have excellent CUDA based GPU acceleration. Well, let me show you something I have. I'm using it right now, but we got a lot of those machines at comma. Choo choo, thank you for the 100 bits. Nasho Avavine. Nasho Boy Devoin. Yo, anyone else who subscribes right now, you get a shout out. You got 3 minutes. I'll give you a shout out. We're gonna go back. No, the claims are all fake. We learned. Drokel, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Drokel, keeping those bits coming. Yeah, love it. Love it. Look at them GPUs, man. We got plenty of GPUs to fire off in GROMACS. Is this a tutorial for this? NAMD. Is this a different one? What is this? Huh. Solvating the protein. Generating a protein structure file. All gems for you. Thank you. 71%. We got 2 minutes to get the hype train to level 4, and then we can give up on the hype train. If you were thinking of subscribing, right now's the time. Right now is the time to subscribe. Gromax. How do we put things in to Gromax? Gromax looks better than this one. I trust this one less. I mean, why do I need a protein structure file? Oh, I guess, okay, fine. It doesn't actually fold the proteins. Mr. ZLZ, thank you for subscribing. Gold Seas, thank you for subscribing. Gold Skis, we're at Hype Train level 4. So, like, there's gotta be someone who just did this using Gromax for protein folding. Visualizing protein folding, Gromax. Ilya RPV, thank you for subscribing. Can we study protein folding through molecular dynamics and simulation? Starting from a protein. Okay, so iTasker. This is what the guys talked about using. This is what that Zhang website talked about using. What do I think of using ML? BritNext2, thank you for the bits. First generate structural templates. Oh, it is ZhangLab. Yeah, this is actually the thing that they make, and they're the ones who had that analysis of the coronavirus here. Over here. And they generated these models. See, I guess the estimated TM score, I mean, I guess if the way iTasker works is it identifies, structural templates with low mets. You know, biologists love to name things like this. You see the Stanford paper about my programming challenge? No? Do you think the US is going to develop an app? Remember that time they tried to make a healthcare website? Something on my eyebrow? Is there a way to see where the virus overlaps with a bat? Yeah, we could do that. I actually have a link for that in the This isn't, I mean, it's okay. Like, well, how about this? I mean, I don't know if I got a submission of their test results. If they submit their test results to me, I'll tell them how they did. Okay. This doesn't work at all. You can't randomly shuffle the pairs of data and take 20% and put 80% of it in a training set and 20% of it in a test set. The reason why is those frames that you randomly pulled out are extremely correlated with the frames in the training set that look just like it. See what I'm saying? You can't do that. Level 3 hype train, share. Choo choo hype. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can't do that. How do they know? Well, we'll write that in the README. How do the researchers know where ORF1AB leaves? You hear those dogs? Does not indicate snakes. By the way, I feel like I did read the comments, and someone said I got the number of base pairs of HIV wrong. Whoa. Really? HIV is... You can fit 3 HIVs in one coronavirus? Look at this paper for how the researchers know. Okay. Ooh. I'll put this link in here. Did I do my markdown right? Right one? I don't know why that took forever. By 2 viral systems. Ah, and I think I saw the other one in there too. Yeah, so ORF3 and ORF5 are cleaving it. Very cool. Proteins are important targets for the development of ooh, just if you prevent the cleaving. Oh, that's clever. U Chicago, where fun goes to die. I believe in that school. It doesn't matter if it's SARS or... Oh, I believe in it even more if it's about SARS. Okay, a lot of the science that's come out about coronavirus I think is kind of crap. Because, you know, you want to get famous? Publish a coronavirus paper. But this is very cool. And considering SARS and coronavirus are the same thing. Want to get popular, stream coronavirus stuff, yeah, right? Oh, okay, look, you see, I think that in SARS they're calling it different things. Let me just check here. Let me check in this structure, because I might want to change my naming to match. NCSP, yeah. So they're calling this one 13. We might want to change my naming. NCSP 10. But where's... So that's 12. Where's... Oh, 11's like hidden down there. Oh, okay. 13 amino acids. Just to make my numbering match the other people's. Look how I'm using their language, 13AA. That's 10. Someone found out that I put 2 7s in the SARS. And they submitted a pull request for it. It's pretty funny. I typed 7 twice. Okay, now my stuff matches there, so it's easier to understand. Okay, frame shift. We learned a little bit about these. Whoa. Actually, which numbers? Which 4005? That can't be right. What do those locations mean? Those just can't be right, because I'm already at like 12K of the virus, you know? Zoom in. Too much zoom. Yeah, it's like right around. It's right around that missing point. Bump this link, computing the opening of that spike. Yeah, we've learned all about this. Yeah, so there's two stars two spike in motion. Yeah, look at that. What did they use for this? Yeah, oh wow, they have it. Cool. We modified the bond orders and the sugars. We used the ARAP. Oh, I see what they did. So they didn't, like, this isn't like molecular dynamics or anything. They just, you can download both the proteins. I actually have them both here. See, you have the open state and the closed state. So they just built something to go between them. Wait, hang on. I gotta do something for work. I'm just gonna do it right over here. So you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. You know what? You guys can see it. It's not a secret. What's your question? Someone linked me the graph we'd use to see the US numbers. So I modified this COVID dashboard thing. Probably if you just search for COVID dashboard, it's probably good. The best accuracy on the comma.ai test set. Who get the virus, stay home. I mean, there's an argument to be made that if you're going to get it, you want to get it right now, before, you know, all the hospitals are really overloaded. You had to get it like a month ago. That was really the time to get it. Imagine how good the people who are recovered from, well, actually, let's look that up. Immunity to SARS. SARS-specific IgG antibody. I've seen this like reference before. I don't really know what it is. Immunoglobulin G. Whoa. I mean, is this like a... What's the DNA sequence of this thing? How many base pairs is this thing? Looks simple. I don't know what heavy constant gamma 1 is. No, I don't think this is right. I don't know. Let's not get too distracted. Free full text. How do I get free full text? I take this, I go to scihub.com.tw, I take this, and I put that in there, and then I get free text. Is it a bad time to eat meat? No. Top right of PubMed. Oh, sweet. The spike protein and the nucleocapsid protein, they spelled nucleocapsid wrong. Concerns me. Contribute dominantly to the antibody production. Oh, okay. I mean, that kind of gets at like one of those questions that we were asking. Let's just do a citation here. We'll spell it right. Let me actually not just let me actually write a tiny documentation for this. NSP3 and NSP5. I mean, that is what they were saying, right? Uses the 3CL Pro, which is NSP5, and a papain-like protease, which is NSP3. It's interesting that like the way that it's cut up is actually inside of the protein. Contribute dominantly to the antibody production during the course of the disease. Spike protein, especially the ACE2 binding region, is capable of producing neutralizing antibody. Five major... They spell nucleocapsid wrong there, too. But it is a Chinese journal, so, you know. The pattern of cytokines. Are all these people going back and reading the SARS papers? Because these papers are so much better than any of the coronavirus papers I've read. What's this one? What is this? They tested the biologists? The survey was negative against all of them except for one guy who got bitten by a bat. I don't know about that study. What are cytokines? So I mean, you know, they always talk about a cytokine storm, and that's what Hydra... Yeah, this. This is... They gave this in France... because they think it prevents the cytokine storms. Is there a good video? Like... Is there one of these that's not like at a stupid high level?
Immune system of pathogens and other foreign response. Each antigen has a unique matching. All of this is
No. Is there a good one of these? Can someone find a good how the immune system actually works that mentions like lymphocytes and cytokines and stuff? Viruses become more transmissible and less deadly. Well, there's... I'm reluctant to click. Is this a Rickroll link? Oh.
Good day, everyone. On behalf of Cambridge Health... to analyze this factor by dynamic
No, this is
light
too long. I want like one of those new YouTubers, like, you know, like Wendover and stuff, like those people who make those really good explainy videos. That coronavirus explainy video was very good. To the right of what I clicked before.
A pathogen is a disease-causing organism. There's a few examples I'm showing here on the screen. Your body's fairly well equipped to try and deal with if a pathogen does get in there. We're going to discuss this in the context of some of the blood cells that are involved. Now, you obviously know about red blood cells. They are there for transporting oxygen. There are also lymphocytes and phagocytes. Lymphocytes and phagocytes are both types of white blood cells. If we have a look at what they really look like here in this microscope.
T lymphocytes. Cytokines are messenger proteins.
You can see, first of all, this red blood cell. I've highlighted one of them here, but that's the one where you can see hundreds of them on the screen. The lymphocyte there, we can tell that that's a lymphocyte because it's got that really large nucleus. And the phagocyte down here, we can distinguish that from the lymphocyte because of the unusual shape of its nucleus. And we describe this as having a lobed nucleus. It has that shape because it needs to fit something inside of it, and we'll discuss that in a little bit of detail later. First, lymphocytes. When a pathogen enters the body, it has something on it called antigens. And these antigens can be recognized by the antibodies of the right type of lymphocyte. It produces these antibodies in large numbers, and when they attach to the antigen, it results in the destruction of this pathogen. Well, how exactly do they work? Well, there's a few different methods that antibodies can use in order to destroy a pathogen. First of all, they might cause this certain set of reactions, which is going to result in the cell membrane of the pathogen being split open. Another thing it might do is it might make it easier for phagocytes to find the pathogen. We'll discuss shortly how phagocytes can destroy a pathogen. Another thing it can do is it can make the pathogens stick together, which again makes it easier for pathogens to find them and engulf them. But also it prevents it from going about its daily business. Imagine you and a bunch of your friends were all stuck together. You find it really difficult to have your lunch and things like that. It's important to realise that very specific antibodies are needed for specific pathogens. And since each lymphocyte makes only one type of antibody, it might take quite a while for your body to find the correct lymphocyte that can produce the right antibodies to destroy the pathogen. And the consequence is you might get sick in the meantime before your body actually finds the correct antibody and is able to destroy that pathogen.
I don't
Once your
know
body's figured out
how.
which lymphocytes are needed, one thing that happens is that memory cells of that lymphocyte are produced. After fighting the infection, some copies of the specific lymphocyte remain. These specific copies are the memory cells. And what that means is, if that pathogen ever enters your body again, it can immediately start producing the antibodies that it needs, and then it can fight off the pathogen before it has time to make you sick. So basically, you can't get sick from that same pathogen a second time. This is immunity. Let's look at the next type of white blood cell, and these are phagocytes, and they've got a very, very different method of destroying pathogens. First of all, the pathogen enters the body, and then the phagocyte recognizes it and starts to move towards it. The next thing that happens is the phagocyte engulfs the pathogen. It's really important you use the correct vocabulary here. Don't say that the phagocyte eats the pathogen. That's not correct. It engulfs it. It's a very different process from eating. Then once it's inside of the phagocyte, it gets destroyed using enzymes, and finally, the harmless broken down products of the pathogen are exited from the cell, and then it's being destroyed. The pathogen's being destroyed, and the phagocyte can go on and engulf new cells. So what about possible exam questions? Well, one possible one is that they might give you this sort of picture showing what blood might look like under a
These are red blood cells, these are lymphocytes, and these are
and then
phagocytes.
you've got to give the name and functions of each of the cells. Well, the first one, A.
Now, this is a red blood cell, and it's used to carry oxygen throughout your body. This is a lymphocyte, and it makes antibodies, but it only makes a specific antibody. And antibodies can do a whole bunch of things. It can get things to stick together. And this is phagocytes. Don't say that they eat pathogens, they engulf them.
Obviously, a red blood cell, you know that that's responsible for transporting oxygen. B is the lymphocyte, and its function is to produce antibodies to help destroy pathogens. And C is called a phagocyte, and you might be tempted to say something like it eats pathogens, but once again, please don't make that mistake and you do not get a mark for that. It engulfs pathogens. If you do it like that, you get your full 6 marks.
Sweet! Yo, I'm gonna get a degree in bio when I'm done with this. Well, I just listened, man. You mad, bro? You mad? You know what, bro? I got a plan for you. You should start your own competing coronavirus stream. No, that was a meme from yesterday, you guys. Okay. Cytokines and T lymphocytes. I've seen this stuff from AIDS. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Wow, that sounds terrible. And by the way, real talk, guys, you can now buy a test at home to test for AIDS. And like, it's not like you mail it in. It's like you can just take it right there and you like mix some stuff together. For HIV, sure. It does not give you AIDS, no. And the test is for HIV. I should be specific about that. AIDS is what HIV causes. Unless, of course, you're Kary Mullis, then you don't believe that. Kary Mullis was the inventor of PCR. He won the Nobel Prize and then went on to talk about Mullis expressed disagreement with the scientific evidence supporting climate change and ozone depletion. All right, you can go either way on that. The evidence that HIV causes AIDS. And then, all right, then really, you know, and asserts his belief in astrology. Why do they link these together? You know, I do always find that it's weird. Someone mentioned the Holocaust was a hoax a couple comments back, and like this very obviously isn't true. But I find it funny that they label like denialists, right? Like whenever they have to label denialists, I always wonder. It does make me a little more skeptical. Yeah, denialists, right? You know, there's no like, 2 + 2 = 4 denialists. Though, I am a finitist, guys. I am a finitist, so you can look up what that means. And, that's some weird shit that I believe in, but. So it seems like the IgG one is still produced. Persists for a long time while IgM is expressed transiently. Whoa. Immunological epitopes in the spike protein. So for reference, you guys remember that this is the spike protein here. We should label it with the number of base pairs. Or the number of amino acids, I mean. It's here. 1,273 amino acids. And remember that it's a trimer. I think I'm using the right word. Trimer? Yeah. Because like 3 copies of it kind of weave together. Quality meme bros. Oh, so that's in SARS-V1. So they added a bunch of, what's a glycolysation site? Whoa. Yo, there's like a whole world of bio words. No, he didn't exactly take that drug. I think the guy who died took, we'll look it up, AZ death, chloroquinine. Yeah, so the problem was he took chloroquinine, not hydrochloroquinine. So it's actually really not, yeah, hydroxy, a less toxic derivative of chloroquinine. Which one is, it's called like, yeah, Plaquenil. Yeah, you can like buy this. Like, there's people who have it. You can like pick it up and you can go down to Mexico and pick that up. Phospholipid bilayer, we learned about that. What's the book of hours? I can't not click that link. Nice book, bro. Four regions with highly immune reactivity. How do they know this? Based on antigenic prediction, ACE2 binding region is a weak antigenic determinant. Wait. So the DNA vaccine actually works? There's some guys trying to make an open source open vaccine. I was on Reason. Yeah, these guys. I tried to donate some Bitcoin to them, but they used a SegWit address, so my Bitcoin went through. Alright, stop spamming. My immunology notes from uni. I don't think you want me to open those on the stream. The DNA vaccines were never approved. Please watch this. All right. Make you a mod, please. No. Who's trolling? Next trolls, you know, we're gonna martial law in the chat, man. That's difficult. Okay. So wait, when the mice or monkeys were, what's an adenoviral delivery vaccine? Containing expressible full length of the spike gene. Anti-ACE2 binding region activity was combination of ACE2 binding is an antigenic determination, and it may be used as an antigen for SARS vaccination. I mean, yeah, this is basically what these guys were saying, and like it makes a lot of sense. They had a PDF. So let's see, are they... express a modified form of the spiked protein. Modifications to increase its stability. A furin cleavage site. Let's understand that. I'm sure I Googled this yesterday and I just forget. What is furin though? Oh, it's a ubiquitous... What? There's so many words. We may want to consider mutating this site. Oh, it's modified as an attenuated. Oh, it can't penetrate the transmembrane proteins, but it's recognized as an antigen. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. The furin's on the host side. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that's something your body produces. It's not in the thing. It's just weird that it's they're not talking about attenuation. They're talking about stability. Right? Like, I mean, I guess you wouldn't want all these spike proteins binding to your ACE sites, but it may not matter. Yeah, the host furin cleaves the spike. Yeah, I know this. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's a furin cleavage site, but oh, interesting. So we should actually be able to find that. Oh, that's a good open question. Find the furin cleavage site in the spike glycoprotein. You know, these things could just be called like any wizard magic, and it's all the same, man. You're just manipulating symbols, you know? Oh, here, they're even making a claim about where it is. PRRA. So they're saying actually that, let's test that. So, I actually wrote some code for this to get the spike glycoprotein from SARS. No module named data, yeah, because we're just going to restart. And then, of course, for our spike glycoprotein, we just do corona sub spike glycoprotein, right? So these are the two. So they're saying it's a PRRA. Let's do some furin. Oh, look at that cleavage site. Can I cleave this one? Can't cleave this one. Look at that quality, man. Look at that quality, you know? This might have been an easy. Trying to understand if this is like a known thing, or did that just come from that one paper? I don't like how all these papers are talking about. In general, the more papers are talking about COV2, I'm less interested. Why does... why do they even think these are the same thing? Why do they align it like that? That doesn't look aligned to me. All those symbols look wrong. Furin in text PRRA? I don't know about that. Yeah, no, this is all... Why do they think... Here we go. So something like predicted. The furin substrate and the location of furin cleavage sites can be predicted by two bioinformatics methods. See, they name them stupid things. So if I feed in the sequence, can I, what are these things? Prop? Prediction of protein. Oh, this seems better. A 20 residue recognition sequence motif. Oh. Is PyTau open source? Oh, here we go. Intra's official gene symbol. I think I can get that. I need the gene name. No, this one. Is that a gene? I don't know what a FA file is, but maybe. Okay. Bacteria. My friend worked for a Chinese company, and you know, they're a big company, like $1 billion, and they'd write stuff in English occasionally. And you know, my friend's from America, like he speaks English, like, you know, and he would proofread it, and he'd be like, you know, this isn't how you write things. And then, you know, the big boss was kind of like, no, and that's why things are released like that. I know, but don't we all think it's disgusting? Monetizing the human disaster. It's disgusting. How close are we to cracking it? Man, let me tell you something about the PS3, you know? The PS3 took me 5 weeks. The iPhone took me 12. No, and then like to really finish the PS3 took another like The PS3 was like a 6-month project. The iPhone was a 3-month project the first time. The jailbreaks were usually done in about a week. But yeah, I mean, what? This shit's gonna take 12 weeks, man. What, you think we're gonna find a vaccine tomorrow? Yeah, we just got started. You watch all my streams. We put 3 days into this. It's gonna take a while to hack the coronavirus, guys. No, I mean, if Coronope's vaccine is gonna work, we'll get back to that. You guys wait till you hack coronavirus, you know? Ratio of new stuff you needed to learn versus stuff I know to hack the PS3. When I did the first iPhone, I didn't know the difference between kernel and user space. I didn't understand that the baseband was a separate processor. I knew what IDA was, but I never really used it before. Yeah, it's in the fun folder, right? The U.S. government released Gidra. Does Gidra have a plugin for bio? Can we write one of those, what are they, slay files? Can we write a slay file for bio? Yeah, see, like, I didn't know. No, I mean, I learned it then, but like, no, I don't know. But see, I'll say something else too. George Hotz, I think, phrased this well. It's you see the words I say and they portray me in the nicest light. If only you heard the typewriter chatter, tapping through my mind at night. So for every project I've succeeded at, there's also been a lot that I've failed at. I put a lot of time in my life into trying to find a collision in SHA-1. Like a lot of time. Like I put months into that. And no SHA-1 collision. I worked on this stupid Nokia phone for weeks and weeks and weeks. I wrote a GPU hash cracker to crack these Nokia hashes. I missed a stupid RSA exploit in that one that came out a few months later, and then the GPU thing became a thing, and then I used those GPUs to mine Bitcoin and buy drugs. Yeah, so like not all the projects succeed, and I don't know if this is going to be one of them that succeeds or fails, but it'd be pretty cool, don't you think? I've been learning a lot of stuff, which is really cool. I really like learning. And I'm going to, so you guys, if you don't know, I'm part-time at comma now. I'm not at comma full-time anymore. We're profitable. The company's going well. This week's not so great, but for the most part, we're profitable. Yeah, so I've been working on Backspace, worked on Backspace a bit. I've been promoted to part-time, it's true. But yeah, so I have some time. I don't know. And I kind of like hanging out on stream, and I kind of like talking. It's nice. So maybe I'll hang out on stream for the next couple of days until I really have to focus on something and write some real code. But I mean, where is this project going? I mean, I don't know. We're learning first. That's the first step to any to exploiting any system is I still do a lot of work at comma, but it's just not it's not a full-time job anymore. We're hiring too, if any of you are interested. It's a cool place to work. Like I think that it's like really on a track to solving self-driving cars. I didn't really feel that way last year, but the comma 2 is working really well. What am I trying to achieve? Well, the first thing that you do whenever you're about to hack a system is you have to learn everything about it. When I did the PS3, I had a wiki that documented everything on the PS3. For the iPhone, I don't think I had a wiki yet. I think I just the cool thing about reverse engineering this is Wikipedia has, when you're looking up something specific from the iPhone, for example, there was a binary called BB Updater, and BB Updater was it's the thing that updated the baseband. Oh man, I think back and how long would it take to do that iPhone unlock today? No time at all. I worked at I was an intern at Spacex. People work very hard there. People are very motivated by the mission. Just because of my skills about the iPhone. iGalactic, thank you for subscribing. A promoter that drives expression of the protein. What is this website? There's some IPFS. Huh. Oh, it's Sia. Oh, that's cool. Sia is a crypto coin. Oh, it's good of them they actually have something. Yeah, Sia coin. 54 million. Cool. Good for them. Do I think Elon's overrated? No. I don't know why we got derailed on this topic, but I think without him, there wouldn't be a SpaceX and a Tesla. And when I think about what companies are actually doing anything today to push the envelope, those are the first two that come to mind, right? Google and Facebook have metastasized. I think Elon's foundational science is physics. He's a modernist. And I think my foundational science is information theory. And as disgusting of a term as it is, I'm a postmodernist. You know, Elon knows a lot of physics. Doesn't know as much about, like deep learning and stuff. Remember that time that, this is why Elon always claims that he's going to solve self-driving cars in a year. Just the growth is exponential, man. I don't know. Boring Company's the dumbest shit. I think Boring Company is, Neuralink's cool, but he's not going to achieve what he claims with it. Boring Company, now that. What? I'm not doing any security shit, man. We're doing any security now. Computer security is played out and, overrun by losers today. Don't do that shit. Computer security, look, when I did it 15 years ago, it was cool. Hacking was this true you're reading frack and stuff. Today you're going to DeVry University and getting a degree in cybersecurity, All right. Based on injecting DNA that synthesizes spike. I spelled synthesizes wrong, so I'm just going to use expresses. We learned what plasmids were. That spider beer video, guys, is very cool. Build APIs around Corona solutions. This seems stupid, but we'll give it a try. What? I know a great API. It's called CSV. A poly A site after the coding sequence. An origin or replication and an antibiotic resistance gene. Yeah, they're in plasmids. It's cool how it works. The spider beer video describes it. Basically, you only some of your bacteria are going to take up the plasmid, right? And then the bacteria replicate, and they replicate the plasmid hopefully too. But you're left with a really large percentage of bacteria that don't have the plasmid. And how do you separate the ones that don't from the ones that do? Well, your plasmid includes an antibiotic resistance gene. You put that antibiotic in the solution, and then you're left with only the good bacteria. The spike protein sequence will need to be synthesized by a third party. So the spike protein is this many amino acids. Maybe cobble together. Can you synthesize a whole plasmid? If I go to one of these gene synthesis services, how does the DNA just come in a vial? Oh, they do cloning? Do they put it in a, I mean, there should be a service actually that can give me will be delivered dry in a circularized plasmid. 5,000 base pairs. Alright, so I get 5,000 base pairs, eh? I mean, alright, well, I'm wasting that many on the stupid spike protein, and then I hope I can fit that other stuff in. You know, we gotta run packers on our code, man. And then, alright, so what's... Well, this is only gonna cost me like... This is gonna cost me like $4,000, bros. You think if I sent them... You think if I actually sent these people, like, the coronavirus spike protein mixed with, like, a couple other plasmid shit, they'd actually make it for me? I don't mean to steal these people's idea, but, you know, they're going to do it well, and I'm going to do it shitty. And I can get this strand of E. coli to do the replication for me. Yo, sick, bro. We're making bacteria work for us. We're not just killing them anymore. You see, it used to be we'd fight them, and now we just kill them. But in the future, bacteria are going to work for us. Why does it have a buffer overflow at the end of it? The A's? There's A's at the end of everything, apparently. I forget exactly why. I think it's because whenever it's copied, some of those A's fall off sometimes. There's like A's at the end of your DNA, and eventually like the A's start to get eaten up, and then you die. Yeah, telomere, that's it. Is it called a telomere? Compound structure, region of repetitive nucleotides. Wait, that doesn't look like A's. Whoa. This book's full of words that I don't know. Endo-free gigaprep kit. Oh, good thing they don't have endotoxins in them. Wait, which kit was that? A gigaprep kit, wow. Should we start buying some of this stuff? You think it'll get here? We should try some simple stuff first. You know, when you start poning stuff, you don't start poning. You know, your first buffer overflows are in joke programs, right? So, like, yeah, we'll make like you know, glowing yeast or whatever. Are there like good compilers for this and stuff? And the spider beer guy seemed like he was just sticking them together, but I will point out that I haven't seen that project actually get finished. Get a thermocycler and start doing PCR. Yeah. All right, let's buy a thermocycler. Does anyone have a good recommendation? GenomeCompiler.com. Doesn't work. Addgene.org. Why do you think this stream is better? What changed? Ready to use viral vectors, eh? Wait. Oh no, it's prone to dimerization. I definitely don't want that. Or do I? Is that a good thing? I don't know. Ooh, bad M. Kalama. Plasma sent in bacteria as agar stab. Yo, you remember those strep throat kits? And then you rub it on the plate? The doctor let me rub it on the plate once. I thought it was cool. Well, that was crazy. That's what they did back in the day. I'm sure they'd never show that to you now. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to the doctor in a long time, but like when I was a kid, I'd go to the doctor and they'd want to test to see if I had strep throat. Like, this was sick. And they'd stick a swab down your throat and they'd rub it on an agar plate, and then they'd put the agar plate in the heater. And they had the quick test and the long test. I think the long test, they didn't like put it in the heater or something because some of them like died by heat or something. And then they would just look at it and be like, oh yeah, those bacteria, we're going to prescribe you some amoxicillins. This Addgene site is amazing for learning these methods. Oh, if I'm conducting coronavirus research, they'll prioritize my order. That's nice of them. I don't think they give you Adderall for strep throat, man. Virus of the day. Oh, so cool. It's got a lot of stuff in it. How many base pairs is that? Is that base pairs or is that amino acids? It's probably base pairs. 6 kilobases. Oh, viruses are expensive. Who are these people? It's a non-profit plasma? Whoa. I can send them plasmids. Wait, but I mean, I guess, okay. These things, I guess, are DNA, I guess, is mad stable. Ooh, I can get CRISPR plasmids. Ooh, look at all the stuff I can buy. It's an empty backbone. Man, if I could just write the right code, you know? You have to contact specific labs. What do you mean they'll check my credentials? What do you mean credentials? What are my credentials? Create an account. I'm in the United States. Academic, I'd say. Type in institution. Comma.ai. That'll work. Oh, no, gonna do that. No, we can. I'm sure we can set up an. What do you mean by an institution, man? Like, what's an institution? Do they have a description of what it is? Do I need to buy a thermocycler first and then put it in a thing and put a little sign over it and say, you know, what should we name it, guys? Yeah. No, I don't know. comma.ai is an institution. Ordering. How do I create an account? What is an MTA? They still don't make it clear to me, like, what is a lab? Verifying the status of your organization. Yeah, you know, I see. Yeah, we'll just we could set up an organization. Exactly. Yeah, I can. A lab is a place where I conduct. Welcome to my lab. We conduct experiments and research here. Now see that's what sucks about bio, man. I don't know why I'm looking at the fridge. There's not any food here. Oh, is there a lime? Should we eat another lime? Lime was delicious yesterday. Oh yes, a lime. Oh, this lime is moldy. Oh, sad lime. Onion is cold. Sad onion. Can you eat raw potato? You guys see the waffle maker? I still have it. We'll eat 3 chips. I heard about sous vide. Okay, how do I sous vide? VRVEXE, thank you for subscribing. I used to have a vacuum sealer. I used to smuggle weed into Burning Man. And then I got my car searched in Utah. I didn't have any weed. Some bullshit that I got searched, but they found my vacuum sealer. Cops like, what do you use this for? If I'd known about sous vide, I would have said sous vide. There we go. But I don't have a vacuum sealer anymore. Oh, yo, guys. No, real talk though, I bought something today. I'll show you. If you do get coronavirus, important to have. How am I doing? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, 99. That's right. Yeah, but I don't have a thermometer, unfortunately. My lab's very under-equipped. So tomorrow I gotta wake up at 7 a.m. and go to Rite Aid and stand in line to make sure I get one of the 7 thermometers in the thermometer rations. No, my oxygen's 99. It's good. No, it's percents, bro. Yeah, if that goes below, 95, it's time to start worrying. I mean, the other thing that I don't have in my house that I'd like to have, okay, so it seems like there's like 4 stages to coronavirus. There's the asymptomatic stage. Some people never get past that. There's the symptoms, but they're flu-like and manageable, and your pulse oximeter won't go below, it won't go below 95. If it does go below 95, you need oxygen. And then if the oxygen stops working, you need a ventilator. I'm not going to go so crazy as to buy a ventilator, but if I could buy oxygen, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, it's not like 4 stages. It's not stages, but it's like, how far the virus can progress in each person, right? The oxygen balloons. No, like, I was looking this up. It's an oxygen concentrator. If you get coronavirus, you think you're going to die. You're probably not going to die, bro. You might, but it's unlikely. I know the demographics of my stream. Yeah. At lunch at work today, we were like, this it seems to affect men more than women. More men are getting infected with it than women. And then you realize that the reason for this is probably because men don't wash their hands nearly as well as women. You're 95? Well, okay, maybe you're gonna die. You're a COBOL programmer. I mean, this is the thing, right? Treatment, low blood oxygen level. Oh, here we go. I know if I buy an oxygen machine, I'm just going to use it all the time. Liquid oxygen tank. Should I get one? Oh, damn. Have a fire extinguisher close by. I'm sure they're all sold out. Wow. That, I was looking at those are just the batteries, but here. 7 liter. Do you hook this thing up with a tube, or can I just have more oxygen in my house? I kind of want one of these. Oh no. No. What else do they sell? I can't, man. I can't. You want to buy an oxygen machine or you want to buy a mobile wireless charger? A whistling kettle with shitty reviews. Okay, maybe these aren't the guys we want to buy an oxygen machine from. It'll be here in May after everyone dies. Old people stop talking old. Recreational oxygen. Yo, man, is that nitrous? Nah, bro, it's oxygen. You want a hit? I mean, honestly, like, I want one of these, not just to save me from coronavirus, but, like, it delivers air through a subtle headset while you carry on working so you can say goodbye to coffee jitters and unplanned naps. Is breathing oxygen bad for you? I went to one of those oxygen bars once when I was hungover in Vegas, and it was pretty nice. Don't one of the ways like the cyclist guys cheat is they wait. No. They'll sell anything to people. What's this? No, it's sold out. Everyone had the same idea. They bought all the oxygen. Ooh, one new oxygen. March 27th. That's not that far away. Here, let me see if I'm logged into my Amazon on this other browser. Yes, I am. Can remove those. Proceed to checkout. Whenever it gets here, we now have $20 worth of oxygen showing up. Oh wait, no, it's not going to show up till April or May. Never mind. Cancel order. No, I'm not waiting for April 27th to May 6th. I'm out. Item would not arrive on time. All right. This really got derailed. I think we're gonna call it a night. Wow, $666. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night. Thank you all for watching tonight's stream. What did we do tonight? Well, let's make sure that. What did we do tonight? We went over some curves. We made a little bit of progress in the reverse engineering. We went on some tangents about oxygen. Yeah, we didn't really do that much tonight. Maybe we'll stream tomorrow. No promises for stream tomorrow. The first stream starts the strongest, and then the streams kind of fall off, I feel. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. Fatigue, man. I have coronavirus, you know? Do I like jazz music? No. Who do I crack? Pile solver. All right, we'll do 3-minute Q&A. Who's being racist? No racism in my stream. That's right. Do I have plans to develop AGI? Yeah, maybe we'll get to it after coronavirus. Fireflies, man. Oh, that was a good song. Would I use Neuralink as a first adopter? Hell no. How do I manage my passwords? I'm not going to tell you that. How do you get into programming and how do I improve so fast? Let me tell you, I've been programming since I was 5. I don't know if you call 25 years fast, but is our company thinking about expanding into bioinformatics? No. comma.ai solves self-driving cars. Me personally, I'm going to start a biolab and then buy things from Gene Bank or whatever those things were. No, I don't use red or blue switches. I got the taupe rate capacitives, and we never talk about keyboards on here. Yes, I've heard about Rocket League. I played Rocket League. Do you have Asperger's? Asperger's, I don't know, man. You tell me. What's my first program? It printed out like pee and poop and stuff, and I thought it was funny. I was like 4. You know, whenever people ask about Adderall, because I feel like I talk about it all the time, can all you guys in the chat like just respond to the Adderall people with my usual spiel on Adderall? How are you as an intern? Give me a job at comma.ai. Oh, you want to be an intern in the biolab? Well, the biolab doesn't have any funding, so sorry about that. comma.ai does though. Best way to learn computational linear algebra? What do you mean by computational linear algebra? I mean, like deep learning. Why is Elon saying Corona's a joke? I don't think he said that. I think he said coronavirus panic is dumb. I'm like, yeah, coronavirus panic is dumb. Panic is dumb, man. You know, like if you're referring to those people who are like hoarding toilet paper and stuff, like, yeah, that's dumb as shit, man. Toilet paper's not even an essential good. Off the top of your head, recite a line of code you'll always remember. Int main parenthesis int argc char argv char star argv little thingies close brace. Do I still meditate? Yeah, I meditated yesterday. Nah, don't be smoking these days, man. Coronavirus is out there. Someone really psyched me out about that. If everyone's gonna buy toilet paper, I'm not gonna be the idiot that does not. That's a good point. Thoughts on unpaid internships? Didn't Obama make them illegal? Oh, I gotta write a bot. Do I have enough toilet paper? I'm not gonna tell you, man. I'm motivated about the future of comma? Yeah. Yeah, man. Thoughts on you getting mod low? Hacking is too commercialized nowadays. It's true, but you know what's not commercialized? Bio, man. There's a whole wave of bio that's just going to be taken out from underneath these shitty medical organizations. You know? Think about it, man. Yeah, I was going to use an example of something, but I shouldn't talk about that. But the things that the open source world can do and can do so quickly, if everybody at home had DNA printers, I mean, we probably would have died from someone releasing something terrible, but, you know, we also would probably have a vaccine by now, right? Just imagine how many people at home would be willing, if they had printers, to just experiment on themselves and, like, try a whole bunch of different things. You know, like just print out plasmids, inject them, see what kind of response you get. It would go horribly for some people, but very quickly we'd figure out what works and what doesn't, you know? Universal healthcare? You mean the government being in charge, man? What is the government in charge of that's good? Again, don't make me bring that graph up again, but you find that things the government's involved in, like education and healthcare, are terrible. And things that the government really has no say over at all, like TVs, are awesome. And things like cars and housing are somewhat in the middle because the government has some say over them. Software's also gotten incredible. Fire departments, that's true though. You do want the government involved with fire departments because, do I give this example? It's probably one of the things I talk about. If you had a for-profit fire department, putting out fires isn't that hard. There aren't even that many fires. I mean, you know, they'd set up as a consulting service to prevent fires. But eventually, really, they're going to have to get growth. You know, they're going to show their quarter-over-quarter growth of the number of fires they put out. And there's just not going to be enough fires to go around, so you're going to get a Skunk Works division. I mean, this is just what the incentives say. You're going to get a Skunk Works division, the arson division, right? I mean, you know, they don't tell the rest of the company, but they start the fires. Fire department goes, puts them out, and growth goes up, right? Remember the episode in Silicon Valley where they got the click farm, you know, faking all the clicks? It's the arson division, yeah. No, health insurance is not exactly the same. You think they're going to make people sick? I think that's a little further fetched than there's a lot of people, there's a whole lot more people out there who will do property damage like things, right? And look, here's how the arson division would work, right? The arson division's not going to go around burning random people's houses down. They're not going to be very popular. They're going to find somebody who has a nice fire insurance policy and burn their house down, right? There's a whole lot more people out there willing to do financial fraud than actually to like do harm to another person. Food deserts already make people sick. I've never, where's these food deserts, man? People's always talking about this, you know? Ever had sleep paralysis? No. Favorite conspiracy theory? Infinity is a scam. I'm a finitist. Keep it up. They help us all stay calm. Thank you. Thank you. They kind of help me stay calm too. It's nice and calming. We're destroying people's lives in the global economy for less deaths than the annual flu. Well, so here's the problem with that. You know, and I want to say like in my personal life, comma.ai is still shipping out products. We're shipping out products on schedule. I think that it's important, while being safe from coronavirus, to keep the economy going as best you can. I think that, yeah, I think that the economy is really important. But right now, it's less deaths than the annual flu. If this thing spreads to a huge percentage of the population, it's going to be a lot more deaths than the flu. Right? You can't just say like right now it hasn't, right? Let's say I have a car that 1 out of 10 cars, randomly jerks a steering wheel and drives off a bridge, right? And let's say I've sold 100 of those cars, and you could be like, well, yeah, but it only killed 10 people, man. You know, Toyota cars killed like 12,000. Well, yeah, but you sold as many cars as Toyota. You see the problem? The mortality rate is significantly higher than the flu. Taylor and Kim are feuding? Oh, is this more of that because Kanye? Yo, I made that bitch famous. You an anarcho-capitalist. I don't know what that is, man. You know my thoughts on anarchy. Is P equal to NP? I don't think so. But I do think that P equals BPP. BQP. B also equals BPP, but I think that one more people accept. Don't p-values trigger me. Don't get me started on p-values, man. P equals MC squared. How do I feel about Ethereum 2.0? I don't know enough about it to have an opinion. Who'll win the next election? I'm not in the politics, man. I think Joe Biden has dementia, and then like America's gonna have to choose between a man with dementia and Trump, and we'll see what we choose. Who do I think is gonna win? I think whatever Predicted says. Love your com. I'm glad you love your com. BQP times BQP equals BQP. BQP not BQP. I don't know. Z distribution. You can go to any doctor that you're willing to wait for, meaning you don't have to go within a network. For free? When do I think coronavirus will be last week's news? What's going to happen that's bigger than coronavirus? Thank you. I try to... Oh, I feel calm tonight. I didn't feel so calm yesterday. I do not wear Crocs. No. When was 9/11 last week's news? Right? At some point it was. I don't really believe that BCH is the real Bitcoin. I think it's a funny meme. I don't think there's any such thing as the real Bitcoin. That's why it's funny. 9/11 was last week's news, like 7 weeks after it happened. I don't know about that. I was there. I lived half an hour from the World Trade Center, and they sent us home from school early, and you go home, and we didn't have cable TV back then. We had antenna TV, and you turn the TV on, and channel 2 works, but 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13 don't. You know why? George Hotz, don't what? How has the stock market crash affected me? To be honest, like, yeah, I have less money, and it's all fake anyway, If we solved cancer or heart disease, do you think coronavirus would be a real threat? No, cancer and heart disease are a much bigger deal than coronavirus. If I had, if I get coronavirus, I'm not that scared. If I get cancer, shit, man. I'm not talking shit about 9/11, man. I'm not talking shit. Why do you think I'm talking shit, man? Cancer can't be transmitted. Yeah, no, I don't know. So I mean, I think coming back to the original question, like, that story I told is not talking shit. I'm more saying, like, that was just what made 9/11 extremely real for me. I mean, it's weird, it's small things like that. Am I a virgin? Am I as scared of AI as Elon? I don't think so. No. I watched the first episode of the Bill Gates thing. Where do I see myself in 15 years? I don't know. No, but I think that's something to think about. Like, when will this be old news? People are going to talk about it for a while. There's a lot of people say, like, the volatility index of the stock market's extremely high. Check that's something I can probably Google. Yeah, now just give me that, but for longer. If someone wants to link, you guys do a great job with this. Oh yeah, this is cool. Huh. Why is that lit up? That's the recession. And that's coronavirus. Well, it's good that volatility is going down. Wow. What happened then? Yeah, that's the financial crash from... This is cool. I don't think think Brexit was actually that big a deal. I also don't think Trump's election was that big a deal. No, the government shutdown. Honestly, does the government do anything besides take our money? That's kind of how I feel. I mean, if the federal government shut down, I mean, the Russia government shut down and it was kind of okay. So yeah, I don't know, give the power back to the states. Yeah, that sounds like something. Do you think Corona will dip off on us for us to have a good 420? No, I think these next 2 months are going to be rough. We'll see. It might taper out, but the problem is if it tapers out because of the quarantine measures, as soon as we let up on the quarantine measures, it's just going to go up again. Do you think human response to coronavirus would be adequate enough when faced with an actual viral threat? I think this is definitely an actual viral threat. I'm not sure what more you expect. To be fair, if this thing had like a 50% death rate, I think everyone would respond way more extremely. And actually, I think if it had a 50% death rate, it never would have spread, right? Like you think about it like that, you think about it, once things become too deadly, humanity will go to any extreme to stop them. But, my age range, Corona, 0.2% chance of killing me, all right. So, how scared am I if I get the disease? A 1 month incubation, 50%. Yeah, we'd be under martial law in a minute. Where do I think it's gonna stop? I think give it 2 more months and we're gonna have a really good. I think even in a month we're gonna have a good idea of an answer to that question. Oh yeah, I should play those games, the Pandemic and Plague and stuff. What human language does I speak? Yo hablo español, más o menos. Yo quiero duermo en mi clase porque yo no entiende más. No hablo rápido. I'm just like, who is that guy? Marco Rubio or Plague.com? Oh no, that's not the game. Is that the game? What's like Pandemic is the game? Is this good? Where's the reviews? If it's banned in China, it's got to be good. Overwhelmingly positive? Very positive? All right, let's do it. I don't want to show you guys my Steam account and shit. Let's do it over here. Let's play some Plague Inc. It's gonna take a long time to download. Plague Inc. Evolved. Yes. Yes. Add to cart. Purchase for myself. I must agree to the Steam. Yeah. Sweet. Install content. All right, we're downloading Plague Inc. Yo, look, we're playing games. Would like to receive keystrokes? What? No. Alright, my mouse froze.
Commencing autopsy 3. Time 21:04.
My mouse froze. There we go. Oh, create my very own fake news story. Alright, let's go. Wait, let me first see. Can I make the resolution bigger? I have to unlock the virus. Okay, well, we'll play it with bacteria. Oh, damn, this is like... all right, fine. I'm a new player. Let's play it on casual. Name my plague. SARS... No, it's a bacteria. We gotta name it a bacteria. Polio V2. Let's go. Hang on, I'll make me smaller so you guys can see the whole game. Casual is really easy? Is it too easy? Select a country to begin my plague. Well, we know what country we're choosing. Let's go. Okay. Oh, good. I love that they haven't grounded the planes yet. Oh. Alright, what can I do? Oh, look at those hotspots. Oh, no. 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 I didn't mean to click there. I'm going to minimize this so it doesn't keep doing this. Okay. Well, good. I think we got some spread to Mongolia. You control the plague indirectly by evolving it. Here we go. Alright. Blood to blood. Oh, poor mutations. Oh, insects. Ooh, that sounds nice, yeah. Ooh, yeah. If I just increase the infectivity, we'll get everybody. Severity doesn't even have to be too bad. In fact, I don't think we want severity. If our goals is our goals just to infect everyone or to kill them all? Trump's playing this at home. You're on the wrong team, bro. Okay. Why does this affect me? Let's see what the symptoms are. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Let's make people unable to sleep. Ooh, hypoxia. Abilities. It is bacterial. We should really spend some time on antibiotic resistance. Yeah, business as usual. No, we gotta shut this down. I can't believe they banned this in China. I love that we live in a free country, guys. Upper right. Oh, I can increase the speed. Oh, I see. Oh, people are being infected faster and faster. Okay. Wait, does time stop when I do that? No, we gotta make it more effective. Yeah, sweet. Oh, yeah, spread to Russia. Look at that. That's a lot of infected people. Not killing anybody, though. Oh, no. Aid initiative. There we go. Yeah, that'll get those poor countries. Oh, yeah. Sounds annoying. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! More infectious than TB. Alright, we gotta slow this down. People are gonna start to respond to this fast now. World menu. Okay, alright. That looks like a lot of the world. That's pretty good. Sweet, they haven't grounded anything yet. Oh, yeah, you got on a plane. That was a dumb choice. Birds. Insects? Oh, air. That sounds good. That's a good point. We need 12 DNA. Okay, we gotta get a few more and then we're gonna buy that. Yeah, that's right. Oh, look, we're seeing all the... Found a harmless disease. Oh. Harmless, you say? Oh, perfect. That sounds nice. I guess my question kind of is, if I then change the symptoms, research priority low. Oh, good, perfect. There's not enough dead people though. We got to increase the number of dead people. How do we do that? Oh no! They shut down the borders! Fatal source of gangrene, yeah! But if people die, aren't they gonna do more research? Oh! Yeah. What else makes it more deadly? Oh, yeah, that's good. Wait, people are looking for a cure now. Let's pause while we figure out how to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, that's right. Slow down your research. When are they gonna find a cure? Uh-oh. That doesn't seem good. Alright, we haven't gotten Africa yet. Let's get Africa. What's going to make it spread in Africa? Livestock, yeah. Oh, insects. That always gets them in Africa. Extraordinary mutation patterns. Why was Morocco hard? Algeria. It's hot there. I think that's GG.
There's definitely a way to lose this game. I just played it on easy mode. Well, that's a brutal game. So glad I don't live in China where we have, you know, we're in America where we have free speech and we can play games like that. Wait, I haven't gotten everybody yet?
I think we need more symptoms. Yeah, that one's good. That one's good. Those last million aren't going to find the cure. Pretty cool.
Play on the hardest? Alright, play hard mode. Alright, I got you. Alright, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll end the stream on a hopeful note where I lose. That's a good idea. Plagues don't always win. Sometime humanity triumphs. They announced a new mode to save the world. By popular demand.
Oh, a normal or higher to unlock. Let's see the scenarios. Huh. We'll just play on hard. COVID-69. All right, and we'll start this one in the USA. All right. I like it surviving in water. 2 infected? Can I lose before they even like spread it at all? Oh, 3, sweet. We'll get him on birds. Top-notch diamond mine. World obesity epidemic. I mean, I think the first idea is to spend on infectivity. Are a bunch of people streaming this? Those are good. Alright, rats, I'm sold. Yeah, get the city dwellers, man. Oh, coughing symptoms. Sweet. Level 2 hype train, yo! Get this hype train going. Let's win Mega Brutal. This pathogen kind of sucks. Why is everybody like washing their hands? Alright. Should we upgrade for double rats? Birds. No. Let's get birds. DNA points. This game's actually being extremely generous to me. This thing would have died out a long time ago. I guess it's a bacteria and you can have like a deep reservoir of it or something. What do I do? Problem with time, you know? Okay, we gotta get the birds. It's not even spreading in the US. You know, why don't I pick a less developed country? Still the same 5 people.
Is this just brutal? Just take forever?
Still only got 5 people. Strong, dry winds.
I need more transmission. Yeah. Well, I only have 4 DNA points. Upgrade abilities.
I don't think so. I need more transmission, I think. I already upgraded a lot of these. We can try livestock, or we can try to get one of these. Where are we right now? I mean, those are fairly rural areas of America. I don't know if that's accurate. Guys, this disease is boring.
Yeah, we're gaming.
No, 3,400. Maybe in Ethiopia from the tsunami. Oh, the tsunami killed him. Well, I'm losing to a tsunami. Alright, 8 people. Alright. No, 6 people. Never mind. Oh. Mexico, that's a good strategy. I like the Mexico strategy. What will spread it to Mexico? Alright, let's save up for that insect one. 24. Mexico closed its borders over 10 diseases? No, they didn't. Oh, you mean IRL? Yeah, IRL, I think they did. The irony. Do we save up for the super rats? Fudge the death toll numbers. Yeah, I can devolve, but I barely get any points for it. It seems like you just gotta like be patient, wait for those things to pop up. Well, I can't. Can I put rats? I don't think I can put rats, can I? birds seems like a good deal. We need 22. Oh, devolve all symptoms. Okay. Wait, it costs money to devolve? I don't even get it back? I just spent money on devolving. Not all the ones that gave you infectivity. You get small amounts back. No, it looks like I just spent things and now I have less infectivity. You know what? Ultra Brutal wins, guys. Ultra Brutal wins. You know, humanity wins. That's a pleasant note with which to end tonight's stream on. Maybe I'll stream again tomorrow, but probably not. I probably will stream again Wednesday. No more Q&A. We already did Q&A. It's bedtime. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for watching. We are a gaming channel, a Christian channel. We spread love, and everybody subscribe to me so we can spread money. And by spread money, I mean spread money, you know what I mean? I check my Twitch, I'm like, damn, I'm making money, I should stream more. But then I remember that I don't do it for the money. I do it for the love. Good night, everybody.